A very special time. I have Adam Turner here, who is the new website guy, and he's been my right hand man for a couple years. And we got the owner of Tar Fishing Lure or Fishing Rods here right now as well. So I'll let them say hello to you guys in a few minutes. I am going to do a new show and tell on some of the current reels we have and show you some of the in stock product that we have and kind of give you an update of what's going on at the new shop. I'll get started with that with the real show and tell, and I'll finish off showing you guys some of the new Yaleye lures from Yaleye-Fish. So there's a deep diver that's out now and it's pretty rocking. So I'll show you guys at the end of the video. I don't know how the camera's looking. It looks a little greasy or something on my side, so I'm gonna give this a quick wipe. See if that helps it at all. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks a little clearer. All right. Okay, guys, so we just finished a new batch of reels, building them. So we have one brand new one, which is the first 424. We have a mix of 535s, 595s. There are no 565 yet, 565 reels yet, but we did just pick up some from the anodizers, and I should have some of those together here in the next couple weeks. And I've just been so overwhelmingly busy with the new store, which is coming along excellent. Thank you to everybody who has been a part of it. I've been super blessed to have my friend Kevin Cady leading the way on construction, and my friend Mike Skinner from 716 Trim Works doing all the carpentry. It's really coming along incredible. You guys are going to be really impressed with how this looks. Even the bathrooms are going to be just off the charts, beautiful, and it's going to be comfortable, and it's going to have a very fishy feel to it. We're going to be doing, like I said, the wader wash in the front with the stamped concrete, and we're going to be doing, wader hangers and all that good stuff. So this way, all the guys that come into the shop expecting to wear the waders, they're going to have an option to rinse them and take them off, because you're not going to be allowed to walk around in the store with the waders. So we are working on the fish cleaning station as well inside the shop. We do have the commercial garbage disposal, so we'll be able to send the fish scraps through. And we are looking for more stainless steel tables, so if you guys know of anywhere we could get stainless steel tables, that would be amazing. Hello, my friend from Arkansas. So we are almost done with the lounge. We decided last minute that we want to put a shower in the lounge. So if any of you fishy guys want to come in after a day of fishing, or you pull your camper up and you don't have a shower in it, or you're staying in your car, or we end up having this fall time get together where we do a big camp out behind the shop, there's going to be a shower available for some of the customers and some of the visitors of the shop. So yeah, lots of really cool stuff going on. We're wrapping the whole soffit in all hickory, so it's coming out absolutely beautiful. We have a 14 and a half foot long reel case we're building. We're gonna have glass cases. We're gonna have glasses cases filled with all kind of Bahio glasses and hopefully Costas as well. We're gonna have this beautiful, it's about 1,800 square foot of just all Sims products. So a lot of stuff for you to touch and feel and check out. It's gonna be really one of the most amazing shops on the East Coast, maybe even the country. I'm trying to, not spare any expense, and I wouldn't be able to do this without everybody coming and lending a hand. I literally have people coming and just donating their time to this shop to make it all possible, and I can't, show my gratitude for this, and I also cannot show my gratitude enough for the people from Cattaraugus County Bank. If you guys need a loan, do yourselves a favor and check out Cattaraugus County Bank if you're in Western New York. Trust me when I tell you, they are the only bank that truly cares about their customers enough to drive out and see your operation and see what you're doing to fund your project. They want to, see if your vision is actually worthwhile to invest in. And obviously, they took a big risk giving me this loan to do this building. I took a big risk as well, but it was all worth it. And I'm going to bring you guys the most incredible shop on the East Coast, and give you guys, not only are you going to be able to come and buy an amazing product and a one-of-a-kind product, but you're also going to have a whole different experience when you come into the shop. Not only will I have the largest selection of all kinds of steelhead and trout baits and lures, but I'll also have just beautiful artwork and really neat wall panels and all kinds of really unique stuff that is related to fishing in one way or another. So I'm going to be looking forward to having you guys come and visit the shop when we get it open. Currently, we're shooting for an October, November move-in date or transition from the small shop to the big shop. The plan is to move all of the walleye displays and gear after walleye season out of the front of the shop. Once we do that, we get some space and an idea, then what we're going to do is start slowly transporting all of the steelhead spoons, casting spoons, all that good stuff, and then hopefully all the sim stuff. And then last but not least, we'll be bringing all the reels and everything over so we can display them like they should be displayed and not all on top of each other. We're going to have bait caster reels, spinning reels, fly reels, all kinds of unique stuff. So if you want to take a trip to anywhere, even if it's saltwater, we'll have something available for you to take with you. If you haven't checked out our online store, all of our reels, besides the one I'm going to show you, are on the online store. Adam's doing an incredible job with that. Thank you to my friend Bruce, too, who helped us get that going. It's been a big help and a lot of weight lifted off my shoulders because so many people can go on and view what we have in stock rather than all of us sending massive amounts of pictures to each and every customer. So it's been great for us, and we're going to keep making that website better and better and better as we go along and do this. Also, if you guys are watching this video, please make sure you like it. It does help with the algorithms and stuff like that. So that would be a big help just for the shop. I oftentimes watch videos and I forget to hit the like button, and I end up watching the whole video and forgetting to do it. So if you could do that, it does help. We don't charge to view our channel or anything like that via commercials. We do no YouTube commercials. If one ends up popping up, I'm not getting paid for that or anything like that. We try to make all of our content 100% free, and we're going to be even doing once a week or once every other week podcast where we're going to stream live on Facebook and YouTube, and Facebook and YouTube, so it should be something really special. That was Bruce from Tar Fishing. Bruce has been an integral part of growing my business, and if you guys haven't checked out his company, it's tarfishing.com, TAAR.com. It's an abbreviation for each one of his kids' names, so if you're wondering what TAR is, that's what it is. He is a local Western New York guy and a veteran, and he is an incredible person. If you want to support someone in the fishing industry as well, he makes awesome rods for muskie and steelhead. The steelhead rods are some of the best ones you can possibly get right now. So if you're looking, make sure you give him a look. We have him on our website as well. He does have a new trolling rod out. That's an 8.6. I'm going to get a drink real quick, guys. He does have an 8.6 rod That's a really nice trolling rod. It's a couple bucks more than the other trolling rods on the market, but I can promise you're going to get a product that is designed and manufactured by a veteran-owned company, and you're not going to find a better warranty. When you have an issue, Bruce is always there to take care of you. One of the best guys to do it. So check him out. He does some really great rods. So I'll get into the show and tell. You know, I'm always long-winded on these things. And before Adam leaves, he's gonna come and, you know, all you guys that don't know Adam, this all wouldn't be possible without him either. Adam really is my right-hand man. He's coming over right now. Say hello, Adam.
What's going on, guys? I'm Adam.
So this is Adam Turner. He does all of our web stuff. He did all the electrician work in the whole entire shop, ran all the lights and everything. So you guys are going to be able to see all of his beautiful work and everything. Adam is absolutely an incredible electrician, and he's also a great fisherman. So when you guys come in, Adam's going to have an office in the back right corner of the shop, but make sure you stop in and say hello.
Definitely.
And we'll catch up, and you got to shake Adam's hand. He's a great guy. So when you come in, make sure you check him out. So
absolutely.
Thank you, Adam, for all you've done. Appreciate it.
You got it, buddy. Thank you, guys.
So the first one I want to show you guys, Cody wants to see mini pins. I do have some mini pins. I'm going to show you some of the more unique ones first. I do have a 6-inch. This is a Michael Jackson with a turquoise splash. So it's a black and purple acid wash with a turquoise splash. Super unique, absolutely a beautiful reel. And as you guys know, the lighting in here is never going to truly show you the definition of what these reels look like, but they're all just absolutely stunning and flawless when you see them in person, and the colors will be so much more vibrant and have so much more depth to it. And this reel right here, this is a 5.95 inch right here, so it's our largest size, and this is called the Tamarack. The next new reel we have that's not on our website yet, this is a 4.95 burnt orange with a silver backplate, real nice and clean. Only has my signature here and the reel name. It's got a single row of teardrop porting, and it has this really nice acrylic. It's like a screened acrylic that has orange and like black running through it with little dots that's from the screen. It's a really pretty reel. The startup on these reels, guys, I mean, they're second to none. Just to kind of show you here, I'm gonna barely touch this reel. They spin just incredible. I'm not gonna bore you guys with how long this is gonna spin, but I will give this a good rip here, and you could hear the ceramic bearings are all non-lubricated ceramic bearings. So it's no maintenance on your end. You don't have to oil them. You don't have to grease them. They literally are just self-lubricating, and they provide you with the best startup and the littlest maintenance out of any other reel. And the feel of the reel when you're casting or drifting really is going to help you send that message through your hand up to your brain on whether to slow that reel down or speed it up. On most of the highest end bait casters, you can feel that reel spinning when you load it up and cast it, and it really helps when you have that feel to slow down that reel or let the reel keep spinning to take more line out. So that's what we put in our reel stock. They're ABAC 7s. The ABAC 7 isn't so much for you guys. It's more for the builder because the tolerances are better. So we do that because we get a better bearing to put into the reel as far as measurements go, but it's not going to do anything as far as startup or performance goes for you guys. You can certainly find a really great ABAC 3. You just have to go through more of them to find a better one. Each bearing has its own measurements. Even though you might buy a 1/4 inch ID by 5/8 inch OD by 0.196 inches thick, every single one of those is going to be a little different width and a little different height. And when you're doing these, you got to make sure that what we do is we make sure we adjust the pin and all the other internal mechanisms so there's nothing pressing on these bearings. So when you take this reel apart and you clean it, or you know, any generic maintenance that you're going to do to this reel, you're able to tighten that screw down all the way, and it's going to perform just like the day you bought it if the bearings are good and it's all cleaned out properly. You don't need to grease, you don't need to oil them. If it isn't performing well, that means it's time for a bearing upgrade, or a bearing change, and you could send it and we could put new ones in for you. If you don't, for some reason, some guys don't like the sound of the reel, which you never hear when the reel is fishing at a normal speed. When you're in a quiet room with no fans or air conditioner blowing or heaters blowing, you're going to hear it more than any other time. But the reel is typically spinning at this speed 90% of the time, or you're reeling it. And during those two times, you're not hearing the reel at all. So it's only when you get the reel and you spin the reel as hard as you can and you listen to it, that's when you hear that noise. But it's more the feel that's important versus the noise. So if you can get more of that feel with less noise, great. But it's really the more noise, the more feel you have. And every reel sounds a little different depending on how much porting it has in the back, and depending on the cutouts on the spool, depending if you get stainless steel bearings, full ceramic, ceramic hybrids, is going to change it all. So it's like an instrument. It's all acoustics coming out of the front, or coming out of the front and a little coming out of the back. And I'll show you guys when I get to the boulders and stuff how different it sounds. Even the clicker sounds different from reel to reel. They all sound different depending on the porting, the size, and if there's any porting on the back as well. So I'll keep walking you through this all here. Okay, next up is the first 424 on the market. Okay, so this is number one Monsoon 4.24. So this is one of those concave reels. Absolutely beautiful. This is a new purple hollow flake handle that I'm sure is not going to do any justice in this light. But there's purple hollow flake in with some silver flake, and it's absolutely beautiful. The startup on these is just incredible, and I really like this new cup-shaped design of the Monsoon. This is our first edition of the 4.24s. The back plate on these are flat. They are not domed. Some people like the flat more. Other people like the dome more. I like the domed more for the appearance of the reel, because you don't get this center screw on the back that holds the pin down. It's more milling on the inside of the spool, which ends up being more money. But we had more pins and more washers and stuff left over from the 3.95s, so we ended up using them for the 424s. So the second batch of these 424s, whenever we make them in 3-4 years from now, might be a dome backplate. So this is the first edition of these reels right now, and they're going to be absolutely incredible for you guys. You're going to love them. This one is all silver. It's trimmed with the Concord purple, and it's absolutely beautiful. And we have Trevor Hawkins' 3 fish artwork on the back, which is one of the most popular designs. It has been for the last 7-8 years. So big ups to Trevor Hawkins. He is from Australia. He's been really into carving lately, so if you guys want to check him out, I'm sure he's online. Just Google him, Trevor Hawkins, outdoor artist, Australia, and you'll see all the amazing stuff that he's been doing. He really is one of the world's greatest outdoor artists. So, Steven, the new store is going to be up and running. I'm shooting for October, November, if possible. It's a long shot. We might get it open like a soft opening where we have everything in this shop in there, and we'll still be working on the fixtures for the sim section or getting the bait tanks or the fish cleaning section. So I think the grand opening might be next fall per se, but we'll have a soft opening probably in October, November, because we certainly don't want to move all this stuff from this shop into the new shop while it's cold out. So this one is a 424. It's number 1 of the series. It is the first one available. So if you're interested, hit me up. This guy is available. You could call the shop 716-627-7335. You could also call my cell phone if you got it, or you could email us at colvilleoutfitters@gmail.com. colvilleoutfitters@gmail.com. One of the guys will answer the email, hopefully. If not, I will answer it. I will try to show my card. Actually, I'm going to grab my card now so you guys could see it, and I'll also show it again at the end because I keep saying I'm going to do it and I forget it. So while I'm thinking about it, let me do it right now. Thank you, sir. I can't tell you guys how much Adam has been the best employee I've ever had, and such a blessing to Colville Outfitters. So he's even going to have his own office, and on the front door of his office, we're going to have a picture of him fishing the dam at Oak Orchard with a Burger King hat on, because
you can't burn my spot
I just have to. He's mad I'm burning his Oak Orchard dam spot. Also, guys, if you do come up to New York and you're salmon or trout fishing, we can't buy your trout eggs, but if you're up there salmon fishing and you happen to get some salmon and you get more than enough eggs, we do buy eggs for all different prices depending on the quality of the egg, and that allows me to process them properly if you bring them to me and they're still in the fish, or you took really good care of them and took them right out of the fish and put them into a bag. We have different grades that we give you dollar amounts for the eggs. So if you're up here and you do have eggs, please bring them into the shop if you're staying up in Hamburg, or if you're going to be passing through this way on your way home. Don't throw back female salmon that have eggs, because you can get a lot of store credit and get all kinds of cool stuff. There's people that have paid for entire reels, which is pretty much Bruce and his son. They bought in complete rod and reel setups with salmon eggs. So save a couple for Adam because he needs some eggs too. So
All right, I'll roll out of here. Good night, guys.
Adam says good night. Good night, Adam. Thanks for all you do.
Absolutely. We'll see you on Monday. If not,
See you on Monday, my brother.
All right, see ya.
Alright, so this is the card here. It's backwards, of course. Look at that. I'll have to take a picture of it. I forgot everything is backwards on camera. Alright, on for the next reel. So, here we have a $5.95. This one is a acid wash, not an aqua wash. If you can see, it's not as figured as the aqua wash and not as shiny, so it's a lot less. So if you want a blurple reel and you don't really want to spend all that money on an aqua wash, you could really get yourself a beautiful, pretty stunning reel for about $300 less than what an aqua wash cost. So this one is an acid wash spool. And on the back plate, this is the new Trevor Hawkins Great Lakes art. So we got all the Great Lakes there. And it's got salmon, trout, and steelhead. And it's a cool new design. I'm not getting the best image of this right now, but you guys will be able to see this on the website if you look. I have a beautiful shadow drifter. So this is a platinum shadow drifter. It's got the beautiful honeycomb handles on it, as you guys can see, and it's like perfect match. It's blue blue and bronze handles. And then on the back plate you have the dripping steel art with the same matching inlay. And these things are just completely butter. It's got 2 rows of porting on the back. This is a 4.95 inch. That last reel I just showed, this one, I don't know if I said what it is, but it's a 5.95. Salmon season is coming, and you're going to want these big badass reels to balance out those big badass rods. So, you know, if you're fishing something that's going to be an 8 to 17 or 10 to 20, which I strongly think you should fish, you really need to get a little bit heavier of a reel to balance it all out real nice. Okay, so I just got a couple new reels in my personal collection, so I'm starting to pull some out. You guys will see I have a trichrome, a fully ported trichrome that I just put on the website. I'm not going to show it here, but if you go on our website, you can check it out. It's a Supernova Galaxy. It's a one-of-a-kind edition. It's on the website. You can go and view it there. There's only one of it. It's like I said, it's out of my personal collection. There's no etching on it. You could find it there. Here's another one that's coming out of my collection. This one is a Sequoia 5.95 inch. It's got the honeycomb. What up, Keith? It's got the honeycomb handles, honeycomb center cap, which when you cut it for a center cap, it's not honeycomb anymore. And then we have the honeycomb back plate, which is absolutely beautiful. It's got that turquoise and purple look. And this reel is a 5.95. It's all trimmed out in turquoise. And it's that purple haze, the deeper purple. Absolutely gorgeous reel. So this one is available if you're interested and you want to have one of these beautiful fish skin overlays. This really is an incredible looking reel because you get that look of the acrylic and the metal, but it still has the strength from the aluminum on the back plate, and you get that nice dome. So it's not quite an inlay. It kind of locks in like a tongue and groove system, and then it's glued, and then it's turned down to make it like a perfect smooth finish. And it is super comfy on your hand having this. And there's only a few of these that are out there. So my friend John Roberts has one. There's another person who has one. I can't remember, but there isn't a lot of these. I know Cody Godwin has a black walnut one. That was my personal reel. But this really is a gem, and if you got a matching rod to this, oh my god, it looked like $1 million. Alright, next up, I have a Blurple. This one is an aqua wash, and you can see it's got more figuring. So this is an aqua wash. It is a dream catcher, 5 inch. So this one is a 4.95. It's got really pretty handles, which this camera will never show you guys, but take my word for it. It's got some really beautiful purple figuring. It's got a Steelhead blue backplate with the original Kevin Roberts artwork from the first batch dream catchers. I gotta say, the other day I went to a concert. I haven't been to a concert since before COVID, and I went and saw Rage Against the Machine, and I'm surprised at how many people don't know who Rage Against the Machine is. You know, they are from the 90s and into the early 2000s, so I guess some of the younger guys might not know who they are, but I mean, how do you not know who Rage is, right? But I went and saw that concert, and of course, the lead singer, Zach De La Rocha, he broke his leg on stage, kind of like going crazy, performing. and he had to sit down the whole time while you perform. But what an incredible concert! So if you guys get a chance to go see Rage Against the Machine in your town, I mean, I know they're doing quite a large tour. Spend the money and go see them, because you're going to be sorry in 20 years when you end up stumbling upon them and wishing you went to that concert. So check them out. Also, there is a new stick figure and Collie Bud song out on YouTube. Check that out. That one is fire also. All right, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you, man. Take care. All right, this one's a real beauty right here. This one is a Delta, and it's a 4.95 inch. It's a silver spool, Rogue red backplate with the Michigan artwork. It's got this really cool new handle style. It's like silver and red foil flake. So it's really a cool match, really unique. And like I always say, every one of these reels is different. You guys are not going to buy a reel that somebody else has. You know, every single time I see somebody that pulls out a reel they spent $1,500 on or $2,000, it looks the same, like the same reel that everybody else has. And it's just worth that much because there's 100 or 200 of that exact same reel made. So it, I don't know. I mean, I think these are just worth so much more than I sell them for. And I think they're worth a lot more than a lot of the other reels on the market that fetch much higher prices. But it's because they perform great and they're all a one-of-a-kind piece of art. I got cottonmouth and I didn't even smoke any weed. Not that I have anything against it. If you smoke weed, that's awesome. I just don't, because it gives me anxiety. Like, I got enough anxiety, and then I smoke, and it's like, whew, too much. Everything is amplified like crazy. There are these things called Swift Mints, though, and they're made in Colorado or Washington, and they're 5 milligram indica mints. And those things are awesome because, like, you could really, like, exactly feel how you want to feel. And it's not like taking a hit off a joint or something and you get, like, you know, ripped, or you don't feel anything. It's very precise, the amount of chemical in each one of those mints, and they're also a great flavor. I think they were like tea tree spearmint or some crazy thing like that, and they were delicious. So, all right, I told you this on the subject. It was going to be banter and show and tell. So you guys know I can't do all this without my banter. It's very very entertaining for me. So yeah, I got, this is a new design. It's actually the same logo that's on the Chromium line. This one is called the Rainbow Float, so kind of a play on words for root beer float, but it's the Rainbow Float. And it's yeah, you can't really see it on the Chromium package, but it's another one of those Trevor Hawkins specials. And it's got the beautiful new holographic purple handle with the silver sparkle and the dark purple spool. Absolutely a stunner. And as you guys can see, the startup is just second to none, like all of them. Super strong clicker. No porting on the back. Okay, now all you guys that are Buffalo Bills fan, what's up? Let me give you guys a shout out. I'm part of the Bills Mafia myself. I think this year we're going to, you know, get pretty close to the Super Bowl, if not go to the Super Bowl. I feel like we got the best management, and we have the best quarterback that's willing to do just about anything. So all you Buffalo Bills guys, go Bills. And just because we have so many diehard Bills fans in the area, I got to make these beautiful Buffalo Bills reels right here. So this one is a 535 Dreamcatcher in red and blue. It's got the Bills emblem. I have a personal one of these. It's signed by Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Jerry Hughes, AJ Epinesa. There's a few other people on there too, but I was very lucky enough to have Trent Murphy buy a whole setup from me, and I should have got a couple reels autographed. I only ended up getting one, but it was good enough to have a nice display in my showcase up there, and I'll probably never sell that reel. So I'm gonna wait till the Bills win the Super Bowl, and I'll take it fishing the next day. Okay. Carlos Vargas wants some 535s, but I am doing this randomly, so whatever I pull out of the box is what you guys get to see. So we got another 495 here. This is a black shadow drifter, black crushed ice handles, steelhead blue backplate with the Michigan artwork. Man, my phone camera is horrible. But yeah. So that one's available. I don't know, unless you live on the east side of Michigan, I don't know too many reasons why you would want a 495 unless you were going to trout fish some of the bigger rivers and you were balancing a lighter rod maybe, but I just can't see why you wouldn't want a 565 or a 6-inch reel if you're going to be fishing off a boat in some of those bigger rivers. I mean, it makes no sense to me. Alright, we got another 5-inch here. This one's pretty unique. This one is a Rogue Red spool. It's got crushed red ice handles on it, which are like a red flake. I'm sorry, it's not a red flake. The other ones are red flakes. This one, it looks like red chips, just like the black crushed ice. So this is the same kind of look as that, but a little bit tighter than like the red and silver flake. It's got a hard coat red velvet backplate with the this one is the Rainbow Float 1. So the one that's in the circle with this space in the center is Rainbow Float 2. What up, Max? How you doing, buddy? Haven't seen Max in a minute. But yeah, the Rainbow Float 2 is the one that I just showed you that has the hole in the middle from the chromium. We should just rename that one Chromium, and then there won't be any confusion. But this one is the Rainbow Float 1 because it's got a rainbow and a float. Play on words for root beer float. Ready to go. Max, if you're just tuning in, you got to come and check out the new shop, dude. 3800 Lakeshore Road. We are like, I would say we're like 30% done with it. So it's pretty exciting, man. All right, for the gentleman who wanted a mini pin, here is one for you. This is a Hydra, and it's a red spool with real gold flake handles, a goldenrod backplate with the dripping steel artwork. It's absolute beautiful reel. It's like that Iron Man theme look. And I don't know if you guys saw, but Simms just sold to a larger conglomerate, and they're going to be taking over Simms as of next June. So I don't know what's going to happen with Simms. I talked to the rep today, and he said that not a lot is going to change. because Sims had their best year they ever had last year. So I was worried that they were going to try to look for a bigger profit after investing $192 million. But why would they change anything if Sims is currently doing their best year or their best years sales wise year after year? They continue to grow. Why would you change anything? So they are getting acquired next June, and I guess they're keeping all the same people and everything. And this company that acquired them also owns a lot of gun companies and ammunition companies. And I guess the companies are still run very well despite new ownership. So if you guys want to look into that, I don't know if you guys know of any of those hunting companies that were acquired by that conglomerate, but from what the rep told me is they're still run really well. So I'm going to take his word for it. And I guess the only way we'll see it is next year after June to see how everything is run over at Sims. Can't lose my water here. So what's up, guys? I'm not getting a lot of comments. Are you guys been fishing? You guys going for scams? You guys saltwater fishing? You going for springers? You going for summer run steelhead in Oregon, Washington? What's going on? I see the stripers the guys are catching in California. Unbelievable. Guys got to do that shit on a pin. It's pretty wicked. I know the fluke fishing and the blackfish fish or black bass fishing has been great. Out of like Long Island or Montauk or Connecticut. I know the halibut fishing in Alaska has been awesome. The lingcod fishing has been awesome. So sounds like fishing's good all around, honestly. I got to go to the Delaware a couple weeks ago and do some brown fishing, so that was pretty fun. Caught some really nice brown trout. All right, up next, folks, we have a Fjord 5. So this is a Fjord with the machine finger tabs right here. So you can just flick any spot you want and get it going. There are some scams in New York, but good luck getting through all the shit fish while you're fishing for them. You're going to catch so many, fall fish or chubs or smallmouth. It's really not worth it. I don't think the program was ever a good idea in the area that they stock scams. I have hiked some of the local creeks, which were Erie tributaries, and I found dead skamania in July, which they try to run up some really shallow riffles, and they got stuck on the shallow riffles, and they just baked in the sun and pretty much died, which was really sad to see. They were up in some really cold tributaries that fed in the main stem of a lot of the rivers, but just frankly, we don't have cold enough water here to make it worthwhile. I would love if we lived somewhere that had a tail race where you had bottom fed water, where we had cold water, because it would be so cool to be able to catch scams in a river that's actually meant for them, or that can actually hold them well. Most of the places you could drive for skamania, you're fishing in spots that aren't even legitimate skamania water. It's some sandy, muddy little creeks that have them. But you go up to Michigan and you can find scams in certain places. I'm not going to tell anyone where that is, but if you do some research and you drive around the state and you put some time in, you'll be able to find out yourself. They do catch them on accident quite a bit while they're brown trout fishing in a lot of those Michigan rivers. So they go for browns at night and they're mousing or stripping big streamers, and they end up getting scams, and it's like a pretty incredible thing. So I think you're better off spending 8 hours driving to somewhere that's got skamania and spending a couple days there than spending 8 hours on a river that your chances are like better to find a unicorn than you are a Skamania. So, so this Fjord 5, this is a 5.95 inch. It has some beautiful Kraken core handles, which are these are like honeycomb handles, but the gentleman crushes up the, he lightly crushes up the metal honeycomb and pours over it ahead of time to give you kind of like a fractal look to it. We do have this new art. It's called Steelhead Spades, another one from Trevor Hawkins, and it's got some really cool images on the back of steelhead inside of a spade. I do hope to make a reel that's got spade cutouts pretty soon, and we got the art done ahead of time, and it was so good I said just run it on some of our reels. So Kristen did put this on some of the newer reels that we just had built, and it looks really good. So another unique backplate to make your reel more unique versus everybody else. You can get this very small at the top too, so if you like that idea but you don't want to cover the full backplate, that is fine. We also did a sample of a machine Legends of the Fall on a boulder on the face, and it came out absolutely awesome. So we are going to be offering some machine designs, and you can color fill those. We also are going to offer pre-laser etched reels, which we did some samples on the 424, so you get a very lightly ghosted out appearance, lighter than this even, on all different colors. So if you do it on red, for example, your backplate will just look red until you turn it in a certain light, and you'll just faintly see the etching on the back. So there are some really cool ghosted out designs that will be available on the 424s. You could pre-order it if you order it with enough time on other models, but that is available, and there's no guarantee how it's going to come out, but we will do our best. So yeah, this is a really beautiful, beautiful reel. Again, the handle accents just absolutely kill it for these reels, and they're nice big handles. You don't have to pinch very hard to retrieve. Such a difference from the other reels that are on the market. I do have a really cool little mini pin here. This is a Delta in candy apple green. We got a new acrylic that's black with like a hot green and yellow stripe in it. That looks really wicked cool. Of course, you can't see it on the camera. This one has the Orndorff tribal fish on the back. Okay, here's that boulder I was telling you guys about that I'm going to spin and let you guys hear how it sounds with no porting whatsoever. This one is a 4.95 inch boulder, so there is literally zero porting. That's good for some reasons and bad for other reasons. The good reasons are if you set this down, nothing's going to get into it, and in the front, as you're using it, nothing's able to get in there. But God forbid you do get something small inside inside this little slot where the back plate and spool meets. You're gonna have a heck of a time getting that thing out of there because there is no porting on the face and there is no porting on the back plate. So you're gonna have to really probably take this reel apart if you do get some stuff inside of it. But this really is a beautiful reel. It's a Pacific Northwest pine with the Sasquatch art on it and a black backplate with the crushed black ice handles, and this is the sound she makes. So a different sound than the other ones. And even when you put line on it, it will sound even different. Right now, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Tillamook, Oregon, in the house. Right now, you can see the noise in the air is getting through the slots on the spool where the line will sit. As soon as you cover that up with line, it's going to sound different. So don't go by performance of the, or don't go by the sound of the reel linking to performance. It's truly how they spin. So if you spin this thing and lightly touch it and it just goes, then it's performing good. If you see it and it starts doing one of these, where it's like starting to slow down and kind of, you can see it getting hung up, that means something happened with something getting inside the bearing, or the stainless steel shell of the bearing started to rust and leach out in between the ceramic balls on the inside. So even though something says it's stainless steel, if you put water on it, it can rust. And what I will say as well is, after you're done with the day of fishing, when you get home, take the pouch off the reel and let the reel air dry while it's sitting there. Don't keep the pouch on it the whole entire time, because the reel can't breathe and that moisture can't get out of it. So when you get home after you're done hiking, or you pull your rod out of the car and you get it in the house safely, pull the case out, set it down next to it, or wrap the Velcro around the handle and attach it to the case so you don't forget it next time, and you're ready to rock and roll. I need a water break, but where did I put it? Let's see here. Alright, on to the next one, boys and girls. This one is stunning. I'm excited to show you guys this one. Okay, this one right here, this is a full hard coat blue trimmed with silver. So the back plate is blue, the spool is blue, and the handles are these really pretty silver flake. This is a 4.95 drop back. The back plate has the Great Lakes artwork on the back. And as you can see on the hard coat, it is really, really vibrant. And it's amazing. We set this laser up at the right height, at the right depth, at the right angles, at the right power, and we get mixed results. But when we get a good plated back plate, that they did a good job on the Type 3 hard coat anodizing, the results we get from the laser is just absolutely killer. So this is a new Trevor Hawkins Great Lakes artwork, and it just pops on this hard coat blue. So if you're looking for $4.95 and you're going to be putting it through its paces, this hard coat is just off the charts nice. And you can see again, the startup is just incredible. No porting on this back plate. Yeah, in my opinion, the $5.95 is the way to go on the West Coast. There's so much water flow on all of those rivers. You know, even in the lowest conditions on the West Coast rivers that you named in Oregon and Washington, you know, I still like to have the pickup. Those fish that come out of the ocean right there, especially the wild ones that have been dodging seals and sea lions and sharks and orcas, they are so incredibly fast. You can hook those fish, and within 2 seconds, if you hook them at the head of the pool or the middle of the pool, they're at one side or the other, and you're just like you're trying to catch up to them just to keep tight, because if you don't have control, they'll do a jump into a tree and get you all messed up and break you off. So I do really like the bigger reels. Also, if you live out in that neck of the woods, you might end up going to even a bigger river. And sometimes you have to make these longer casts that are, past big giant bus-sized boulder, like at the hatchery hole, and you got to cast from the bank over top of this gigantic boulder and land on the other side and fish in tight. So that bigger reel helps get that extra distance you need. So I'm all for the 595s and the 565s. I'm telling you, once you go big like that, it's hard to go back to the little ones, unless you're doing something like sea run cutthroats or stocker brown trout, or even, when I went to the Delaware, I was running all the mini pin stuff just to make it more fun. I mean, we did have a tournament one day, and when I was hooking big fish, it took me a long time to land the bigger, 18, 19-inch brown trout. But if you're looking to have fun where, there isn't something at stake, the lighter, smaller reels where you're not drifting real far are great. If you are going to be drifting far and you want to take it serious, go up to one of the lighter models in the 495 or the 424 or one of those ones. You could get a 495 ported winter run, and it's going to weigh as much as one of the heavier mini pins that we have, and you could balance a nice 12-foot rod, and then you're getting the pickup you need, and you're still getting the lightness you need to balance the rod, and it's a great combo. So that's what's nice about us. If you call us or email us and you tell us what you're doing, I can give you some scenarios and get you dialed in with what setup is going to be the best for what you're doing. And I don't know, my buddy Craig is trying to message me to drop a love seed off to the lounge. If you happen to tune into this, Craig, I see you're texting me. Meet me at the old shop, and we'll go over to the new shop and drop the love seed off. Yeah, we're getting close to getting through all these. Also, guys, we have all kinds of stuff on the internet. We have tons of sim stuff. So if you guys are going to buy boots, jackets, waders, anything like that, please consider us for that. I mean, I could really use the money right now because we're moving into this new place, and materials are so much money. I am so over budget. So any business you could send this way is a huge help. I mean, I'm not asking for anything free. Happy to work for it, but we could use the cash to keep on the construction going. We do have like an unbelievable amount of sim stuff, and we have a full case of reels right now. I mean, we're just loaded with them. So if you need a reel of any sort, hit me up. I don't have much besides center pins right now, but we will have, I'll have the room for it, so I'll have every spinning reel and every fly reel and everything else we don't make at the new place. I do have a Poseidon 595. It's got the seamstress art in the back. It's got the kind of like the Lakers colors, which is a purple haze and the lemon yellow. And this is, hit my finger there, but yeah, this is an absolute beauty of a reel. So, Sean, we are moving to the new building like now. We're slowly bringing stuff over there, but we hope to have a soft opening in October or November where we have a lot of the stuff here, but we won't have our grand opening probably till the following fall, because I have so much extra stuff I want to do, but I at least want to get it open where I could either get the building I'm in now sold or rented, and I could take all the slat wall off the walls and use it at the new place and all that good stuff. So yeah, a lot of really exciting stuff happening there. I mean, I'm gonna try to give you guys a tour of the new place just so you can see how far it's come. We've done we put in awesome floors and awesome tile and ripped out walls and built displays and opened up, you know, doors and made them entrance ways. I mean, we've done so much over there. I'm so proud of it, and I'm so appreciative from all the people who have lent a hand. If you guys have a trade or skill or something and you want to come up, you could crash at my house and you could help out over there, man. It would be totally appreciated. I'm also looking for good mural artists because I want to do some nice mural work on the side. We could do some cool fish or whatever the artist feels like doing. Something that's going to kind of make the building tie all together really nice. Absolutely, Sean. You got it, buddy. I can't believe none of you guys, are you guys not fishing that much? No one could give me any sort of fishing reports? What up, JM? How you doing, brother? Alright, up next. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, we have a dream catcher with the Sipping Stones artwork from Trevor Hawkins. This is a 5.35. It's got the nice goldenrod trim. Really cool, like crushed, I think they call this the hive. It's like really pretty looking handles. Nice inlay on the back to boot. So really classic looking reel. 2 rows of porting on the back here. Okay. Ooh. Here is a beautiful 6-inch Tamarack. It's got blue and purple handles on it. And then it's got an aqua wash back plate. That is absolutely stunning. I don't know what is going on with the anodizer who does this work, but he has again disappeared on me. At least he didn't do it with many reels. He has some of my reels left, but not like the last time. One time this guy, you know, disappeared with like 50 of my reels, and a lot of those were people's reels with orders, and he wouldn't return my calls or text or nothing. And finally I got a hold of the guy, and he ended up just sending my reels to another anodizer anyways, and never even ended up doing the job. And I like begged and begged because, you know, look at that finish, guys. I mean, holy cow, how do you not love the way that looks? So I got him to do another batch of reels, and I got him, and I asked if I could, I told him I had another batch here ready to go, and again, he's disappeared. So I guess it's better now than later. And I do have some amazing other anodizers, and I have a new girl who's anodizing for me, so we'll see how she does. But it is tough to beat this, and this is one of my favorite colors and kind of a staple of Colville Precision Reels is this blurple color, so we got to keep that rolling. $5.95 Tamarack. This is available if you want a really beautiful reel. Okay. Here is a Michigan hardcoat gray backplate. Not super vibrant on this hardcoat gray backplate, but it is the Michigan art. This is a purple Sequoia spool. It's got the hybrid wood handles on it. Let's see if I can show you guys kind of what that looks like. It's partially wood, partially swirled gray, silverish gray and purple acrylic. It's a really cool looking reel. Super durable. Absolute beauty. Got a lot of feel to it, a lot of feedback. We do have this beautiful reel right here. This one is a Seamstress 495. It's got the silver and blue spec or blue flake handles on it. It's all steelhead blue with silver trim. It's got the circular salmonoid on the back. Really a stunning reel. Someone's going to be super happy with this one. 2 rows of porting. I'm really excited to show you guys the new backplate porting on the 565s we got coming out. Alright, here goes another Bill's reel, but this one is a shadow drifter. I don't know where all my Bills player friends are at. You know, I had for a little while, I had a good little number of them coming in here. Trent Murphy and one of them, what was his name? I think his name was Connor McDermott, and he ended up leaving. And then we had, oh man, I can't remember his name, but we had another guy coming in who liked to fish. And it's upsetting. I got, you know, even AJ Epinesi's got one of my reels right now, and, you know, he hasn't come back in to get any supplies. So I don't know what he's doing, if he's out, you know, catching ass instead of catching fish and working out and playing football. But, man, he's got this beautiful reel Trent Murphy bought for him for Christmas, and the dude ain't even fishing. So come on here. Gabe Davis, he is a big fisherman, though, and hopefully he comes in and checks us out. I would say with the new store, no one's going to be able to miss it. You could not find us in this little shitty plaza, but in the new store, we got that whole entire spot. You could pull 20 boats in there if we wanted. This one's pretty sick. So this one is a Trevor Hawkins 3-fish. Purple backplate, double row of circular porting with a gunmetal spool delta. Really a pretty color. I thought I was getting to the bottom, but as you can see, we were busy in the last couple days. Okay, this one's pretty dope too. This is the Red Velvet Spool. This is a Leviathan. The Leviathan versus the Shadow Drifter are the 8 holes versus the 6 holes. This being an 8-hole version, this is the Leviathan. So it's got the cat eye handles and clicker knob inlay on the back. And we got the Trevor Hawkins Sequoia artwork on the back. If you guys want to see this artwork, go to the website. You can kind of get an idea. These reels won't hit the website for a few days, so if there's any of these that you really like, get a hold of us and we'll make sure you get it over somebody else who's just randomly searching on the web.
What's up, bro?
Hey, dude. There's Craig.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
No, you're good. You're good. I gave you a shout. Yeah, I am. But I gave you a shout out on there, and I said, if you're watching this, Craig, meet me at this shop. So you did. You must have meant to leave. And that's my boy, Craig. Craig, say hello.
What's up, everybody?
Craig's been one of my longtime customers. He's bringing us a love seat for the lounge so you guys can get nice and comfy on the lounge. So this one is a black winter run with a neon green splash on the back. Super cool. Classy, clean, but has a little bit of flair on the back. I'm going to show you guys 4 more reels, some hooligans, and then me and Craig are going to go move this love seat. Okay, what else do I got? Make this quick. Alright, here you guys go. This one is an absolute gem. This is a Camotina. So this is a war-hardened Camotina anodized, custom anodized reel. And it has a seamstress spool, a ported 1 row a hole back plate, and this one is actually available. And these are never available because they cost so much money to anodize. So basically, I don't do them unless people prepay the anodizing, because I'll get a $5,000 to $10,000 anodizing bill when they're done with one of the batches of reels. So, what up, Mr. Strickland? So I don't have these very often. So this is kind of a unique opportunity. These are not cheap because the finish is so expensive, but you will have one of the baddest ass reels on the river with one of these custom anodized ones. I'm getting to all the good stuff now, and I'm kind of rushing through it, so. No one wants to rush into anything right now, if you get my joke there. I know that was cheesy, but hey, I gotta do it. I had a friend of mine from Toronto. His name is Max, and he was actually ashamed to tell me he was from Russia originally, even though he doesn't believe in what's going on in Russia right now. He's not a Putin supporter. He's actually embarrassed for his country. His girlfriend is Ukrainian, and her poor parents are stuck in Ukraine right now. And their mother could leave and come to another country, but because their father is in the military, he cannot, and she will not leave. She will not leave her man in Ukraine. So pretty incredible. All right, we got another pretty badass one here. This is a black seamstress. It's got crushed green ice handles on it. It's got the seamstress artwork with a double row of porting, and it's a Pacific Northwest pine backplate. It's got the crushed green ice and the clicker knob. It's going to be pretty cool. We're going to do a podcast every other week or every week, and we'll have a nice camera from my buddy Joe. All right, I think I got, what do I got? 2 more, and that's it. Alright guys, 2 more. And I'm going to show you the hooligan lures. We're going to roll. Alright. I do have this is the new, you know how much money I spend? I keep saying, oh, this new art. These things are $500 to $700 a pop. Sometimes if I get lucky, the artist will cut me a break and do them for $300, $250, whatever. Either way, I have a massive amount of art that I keep investing in so I can make all these reels unique. And I really do love it because I support an artist who loves to fish and who his whole life is doing natural art, realism, kind of trippy tattoo style art. So I like to support this guy and keep him going. So you guys help me be able to do that when you buy these reels. So the more you invest in these reels and pick these art, the more I can keep, paying these artists to do other designs. I got a couple good ones in the works too. They're just not done yet. So, but anyways, this one is called the Toro, or El Toro, and it is on a drop back 535. It has a red velvet hard coat spool, crushed red ice handles, and 1 row of teardrop porting on the back. Really a stunner of a reel. Hard coat black back plate as well. And I know there's a couple more in there, but I'm going to get going here, so I'm going to show you one more here, and then we're going to call it. I really want to show you guys Max's reel, which is somewhere in here. It's probably the very last one. Okay, so this one right here, this is a honeycomb. So it's a play on words for honeycomb because it's got all the octagons cut out of it. We go to the back of this one, and it has the stung steel art, which is a hornet wrapped around a steelhead stinging it It's got 2 rows of porting. Oregon candy apple green with a blue Deschutes blue backplate. Let me see if I don't have Max's reel to show off really quick before I go. $5.95. Does this sit at the very bottom? Look at that. I knew it. Alright, and last but not least, my buddy Max I was talking about, who is from Russia. He lives in Toronto, Ontario. He bought this beautiful reel right here that I'm going to be shipping out this evening. And it is absolutely stunning. This is a toxic anodized. So this is an aqua wash. It's yellow and emerald green and Oregon candy apple green. So you got 3 colors of green here, all mixed together. And you get just this stunner of a piece. It's got the teardrop porting for the drop back combined with a Tamarack spool. And look at that, baby. And even we have some tighter knit honeycomb handles here. It's hard to say honeycomb or honeychrome and not get those two mixed up. Well, you guys get the point. I don't think you can see it real well because my camera looks a little greasy from my face. But yeah, that'll do it for reels. I'm going to show you guys really quick the new product from Chris Yaleye-Fish, which are the hooligans. And if you guys don't know about these are Yaleye-Fish stick baits. He makes a shallow diver. He makes some kick-ass harnesses. And these are the new deep divers. They're similar to bandits. They go down to about 25 to 30 feet. And he's got all of his incredible colors. So you name it, he's got it. This one's called The Juice. This one's called Northern Lights, obviously. And then he's got all kinds of good ones. Oil Slick, Adam's Helmet. He's got them all. So check him out. You can see him on the website as well. We are one of his largest U.S. distributors. We're made right in Fort Erie, Ontario. Proud to carry his stuff. So thank you guys. Appreciate everybody. Couldn't do this without you. See you guys at the shop or on the river coming soon. And I'll catch you guys some other time. All right, keep it fishy, y'all.